All right, 1, 2, 3. Our boats are away from the dock. Our two strong boats are down to the bottom end of the race course, right off the top. J. Michael Kelly puts himself inside of his teammate Corey Peabody. Great look there as the boats come off the lower corner and head up the backstretch, nice and slow, side by side. Darrell Strong, there's your livery right there. The two strong boats. Now we'll see if anybody wants to do anything fancy here. And with only two boats on the race course, Tanner, I don't expect anybody's going to do anything.
Now, two boats. Oh, because, oh my gosh, he's starting way back. No, I thought it was
No,
at
he
5
doesn't have to be that far.
It's 5 seconds past the clock time, or is it 5 seconds behind the boats?
I believe it's 5 seconds. Nick doesn't even know. I think it's 5 seconds behind the clock.
I'm not a lip reader, but what I saw was no one knows.
No one knows. I think it's 5 minutes behind the clock. But as we said that, J. Michael Kelly cut the course.
Yeah.
And he saw it off the top end of the course, so now our boats are spread apart. You might see Brandon Kennedy come down. Watch and see what Corey does here. Because this is the type of thing where Corey'd make a left-hand turn here if you want and jump over to the backstretch and be ahead of Mike, and then he could be on the inside. Or watch what this guy might do.
So you brought up the whole teammate thing.
Yep.
And, the frenemy situation in teammates. Well, you got Corey and you've got Mike over there who have been racing together, I assume, since they were children.
Yes, they have, racing outboards.
And, so here they are at the highest level of the sport, duking it out just like they were in their first runs as 10-year-olds. And, they're going to have some fun with this, but they're also not going to hold back.
Oh, no, they're not going to hold back at all.
Oh,
okay.
My goodness. Mike just took a huge butt right to the nose. I mean, just went right through a wave, splashed over the windshield. And that was just in the second top of the track. There's already white caps up there as the wind is starting to pick up. Corey cut the course and is chasing him down the front straightaway, but it could be a rough one even with just three boats.
But honestly, that is what we were talking about. When it gets rough like that, you can't slow down because then you're just going to hammer through him. He's going to have to get the speed up, keep it up, and stay on top of them. Now they both cut the course down here. Where are we? We are coming up on 2 minutes. 2 minutes to the start. Remember, and the Madison is not in a really good position here, although keep an eye on Brandon. He's going to cut right here on the GP course. Watch him go left now, and there he goes. He will go over and jump behind the two strong boats. The rule is Brandon must start 10 seconds behind the clock.
The clock, okay.
Not the other boats, 10 seconds behind the clock. So, as we always say to illustrate that point, conceivably, he could be the first boat across the line. If the other guys were 12 seconds late and he was 10 seconds late, he'd be the first one over. Don't expect that to happen. Coming up on the minute 15-second mark, the score up here at the start-finish line. Now Corey's going to come down with a bunch of boat speed, certainly a legal score up. And Mike is just now going to protect that inside lane. But keep an eye on Corey because Corey might want to move inside. I would be surprised if he did. Now, he doesn't have enough overlap down there now because Mike stuck his foot in it and said, really? You're going to get enough lead on me and come over and close the door? So Mike had to put his foot in it and say, no, I'm still here. You did not get enough legal overlap. That was a little bit interesting down there. So I thought Corey might make a move.
So 40 seconds left. They're on the back straightaway. Now they're going to slow down so much, and once the boats are going slow, they just dig troughs in the water, right?
They dig troughs in the water, and you can bounce it on the nose like Mike did up there. I think the idea here for Brandon Kennedy is make a legal start and come down and get some points, put third-place points on the trailer, and have dinner with the team and celebrate a good day.
I mean, this could be the roughest water Brandon has faced.
Yeah, absolutely, it could be. Now, you see Mike's really come down. Here comes Corey on the outside, coming up to 9 seconds off the pin. And now they start to put the hammer down there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, tell you what, we may have had both of the boats jump the gun. I don't know, don't quote me, but if they did, your leader would be sitting right here in the Madison. It could be, it's going to be close. Here is the look on the screen. You watch it, Tanner, because down there at the bottom end of the course, it's Peabody coming off on the outside. Got a couple of boat lengths. We are looking at the two boats up the backstretch here.
Clean.
They're going to say it is a clean start. Up the backstretch, it's Corey out by about 3/4 of a rooster tail on J. Michael Kelly. The start was legal. That's what we are being, well, I have not been told that yet. I'm not going to say that yet. It is legal. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. Now off the top end of the course, Corey gives his teammate lots of room there. Corey Peabody, U9. Beacon Plumbing, your leader, and he's got a full rooster tail now on his teammate J. Michael Kelly. I'll tell you what, Tanner, I'm going to have to go back and watch that one full speed because, boy, it looked to me like there was a couple across. And our countdown and so forth is not official, but darn it, it's close.
Oh, my goodness.
Big hop down there for Corey Peabody at the bottom end of the race course. He really took a jump out of the water. He got it back down, and away he goes. Lap number 2 up the backstretch. Boats are spread out, but boy, they are fighting some rough water conditions.
They sure are, especially down in that first corner at the bottom of the track. The top corner seems to have flattened out pretty good, but once again, boat speed across the line was better than position. Such a long straightaway. Corey just had a bit more boat speed at the line, and by the time he got to the first corner, he was far ahead.
Corey getting an outstanding boat ride coming across start-finish line. And he will start, and here comes teammate J. Michael Kelly in the Beacon Electric.
Now,
Kelly.
JMK is tracked out on that turn into the outside lane.
Yep.
Is that something he'll hold along the track, or?
I think he might. He's got spotters right here to our left that are just telling him where the good water is. He's just looking for clean water where he can get through without getting a heck beat out of him. He has worn that lower corner a couple of times. He's come out with broken ribs and black eyes, and that corner can gobble you up down there. But he's coming up now, and he, as you said, he took a big punch up here before the heat even started. You don't even know what might be going on as a result of that. But right now, it is all Corey Peabody, top end of the race course. He's going to come out maybe wide, give us a look. Here he comes. Corey Peabody, Beacon Plumbing, Strong Racing, the U9, your winner of Heat 1B. Corey Peabody. Here comes his teammate, J. Michael Kelly. They're telling him there's good water here on the outside. Just put it up against the outer course markers, and you'll find the best water that's sitting there.
Sure. Once his teammate's out of reach, you got to survive these waters really at that point.
And I'm telling you what, this is a big moment. Everything they have accomplished today, they got the driver qualified, they got the boat in the race, and they get third place points. Miss Madison, the U6, comes home in third. The fans love it. They love it. It's just that so many people have worked so hard to put that team together, and for them to come out here and earn points like that, good for them. Good for them. Hopefully the crew gets to go home. I know they won't. I'm saying I wish they could go home tonight and get a good night's sleep. Yeah, they're not. They're going to work on a boat.
This is a completely new thing for me, for a community to gather around and sponsor a boat.
Yep.
I mean, the mayor, everybody is absolutely behind it. He's been on the microphone about 6 times in the last 2 hours. I mean, he's just loving it.
Well, he is a politician.
Fair.
You show a microphone to a politician.
No,
I don't
I
know
mean,
I've ever seen one back
Probably
down.
99% of the voters in town are here.
That's true, too. Oh, there he is right there. I knew he was here. He was just walking around. There is the mayor, Bob Courtney of Madison, Indiana. Very nice man. I met him a year ago at an ice cream parlor.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. We were just talking, and he said, I'm Mayor Bob Courtney. Ah, okay. So, Heat 1A, Heat 1B are in the books. Welcome back to the start-finish line one more time here at the 75th Madison Regatta. I'm Brad Luce along with Tanner Faust. I'm joined now by Corey Peabody, driver of the U9, the Beacon Plumbing. And Corey, you're the winner of our Heat 1B. I got to think this is a good way to start the weekend. You guys had some scrambling with qualifying. What start there? What was going on with that? What happened up the backstretch when you went down?
Well, it just came out of that corner and it took a hop and it just felt like it ran out of fuel. So, you know, I radioed back and I was like, it feels like it's running out of fuel, and then it just shut off. It didn't go to ground idle, didn't do anything. It just shut off and came to a coast, and, you know, so I didn't know what it was, but I got out of the boat and I looked up the back of the motor, and that was all good. Prop was there, so, you know, there was no vibration, no anything like that. It just turned off. So we got it back and got it figured out, and off we went.
And then you scrambled. You guys only had about 8 minutes when you hit the water to qualify, but you went out and ran strong. I know you wanted to be the number one, but you picked up 80 points. You were potentially going to lose.
Yeah, you know, it worked out. You know, it was a mad dash, but we got it done. That's a lot of experience down there to make that happen. You know, so a lot of teams couldn't have pulled that off, but we did, and I'm happy, guys, and what a good day.
It is a good day, and 6 boats started, 6 boats finished, and you got to go out there and run against your buddy. I know that he's probably not your good buddy when you're running. We've had that conversation many times, but you guys ran very, very strong. Your boat looked real good. I'm told the water down there in one's a little soupy.
Yeah, it's now more of a trench than a hole, you know, so it's there. It didn't go away, you know, but we all got to race around the same buoys. We all got to go through the same thing. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, we'll get through it, and that's what it is. So right now it's about collecting points and getting into the final and building towards the bigger goals.
That's exactly right, because most importantly, you know, somebody's got you picked in the betting pool.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to degrade it by calling it a betting pool.
Yes.
But somebody, has you picked, so it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah. A win-win for both of us.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's what we're all about. We're about win-wins.
Yes,
you
indeed.
Would you guys like me to just leave and you guys can talk about how you know how to pick boats and all that good stuff?
I mean, I'm not saying that I know everything about hydroplane boat racing. I'm just saying I picked a winner this weekend, which I'm really happy about.
We're off to a pretty good start over there.
I think so.
Yeah,
His first 2 heats of competition he's ever seen, too. So, yeah, he's not doing too bad. So, the race course. Now you've raced on it.
Yeah.
Can we put 4 boats on this thing? Or is it kind of a tight? All right, that's fine.
You put 4 of the there's 4 boats that'll go out there and do it. But it's going to be
tight.
Let's get through the weekend. If we all have the attitude, we got to get through the weekend. Put on a great show. You know, run fast boats and run hard. But you know, down there in that trench, I'm going to call it. You know, it's not. It's there. It's from apex all the way to exit.
Wow.
So you know, it's there, and you know, nobody wants to go through it, and so you're going to have people trying to avoid it, and you know that's racing though. So.
It's Saturday night. I'm assuming you are back home, boat on the trailer with an intact race boat, no thrashing tonight. What do you guys do from here? What's the next step? Start looking at data?
Well, yeah, we're doing that right now. Some electrolytes, a couple ibuprofen, a steak, and a nap. That's what it is.
Hell
you
yeah,
know?
brother.
yeah, a nice fillet, you know, and a nap. You know, go to bed early, and you know, just don't. I don't come here to party. I come here to work, and you know, so it's take care of your body and rest. So
you like that sign up there?
Yeah. 1A and 1B is official, so that's always good. We got the points that we want, you know.
You cleared the truck. Everything is good. You got your win.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
It's a we thing.
It's a we thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's AB. Thanks to your way out. You know. Yeah.
I know it's hot. I know you want to get out of here and go have an evening. We just wanted a couple of quick words from you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming up here.
Yeah, man. Having fun.
It's a good start.
Yeah.
It's a good start to the weekend, a good start to the season.
Appreciate
Keep it going.
Yeah. We're going to do it. You know, we're going to. Thanks to all the fans and all the sponsors out here, Beacon Plumbing, Beacon Electric, you know, Goodman Real Estate, Flavor Pack. There's a ton on the Miss Madison, so to all those people, you know.
Absolutely.
Clifty Engineering helps us out every year here, so big thanks to those guys, you know. So just want to say thank you to everybody, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Before you run, you brought it up, the Madison.
Yeah.
How about those guys today? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm proud of it. You know, that's Brandon's been, you know, a long time coming, and, you know, maybe he should have got a ride before, but, you know, you're here now. Congratulations to him. I walked over after he got his laps, gave him a handshake, told him congratulations. You know, it's great. It's great for him. It's great for the city to have a boat back, and they're doing something. You know, I mean, not everybody can do it, but they're doing it. You know, it's not easy, but you know, here he is. He's doing it.
And Brandon is a good guy. He's representing the city really well, and he had more fun than you're supposed to have with your clothes on, I guess, last night in the parade.
Well, I'm looking at it like this. It's like I was the shortest guy at all the drivers, and now I'm not. So, you know.
Another win.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Sweet.
I tried to make it to 5'8". I never got there. Got to 5'7". You know, so.
Thanks for taking the time, my friend, and coming up here. Appreciate it greatly, and I hope I talk to you a whole bunch of times this weekend.
Yeah, well, I look forward to coming back.
Of course you do.
All right, thanks,
So
guys.
does he.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, keep picking.
Okay,
All right,
I
all
will.
right, guys, take care.
All right.
Thank you, Corey.
We'll
He
see you.
is Corey Peabody, the winner of our Heat 1B, driving the U9, the Beacon Plumbing.